Welcome and thank you for joining me today for a Memorial Day tribute. Well, the Civil War, which ended in the spring of 1865, claimed more lives than any other conflict in U.S. history and required the establishment of the country's first national cemeteries. And by the late 1860s, Americans in various towns and cities had begun holding springtime tributes to these countless fallen heroes and soldiers, decorating their graves with flowers and reciting prayers. And it's unclear where exactly this tradition originated, but numerous different communities may have had independently initiated their own memorial gatherings. And some records show that one of the earliest Memorial Day ceremonies and commemorations was organized by a group of formerly enslaved people in Charleston, South Carolina, less than a month after the Confederacy surrendered in 1865. And one president is most remembered from a speech to dedicate a battlefield at Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Here is Johnny Cash.
Fourscore and 7 years ago, so began the message of a war-weary President Abraham Lincoln, a message written on the back of an envelope on the train on the way to dedicate a battlefield where men from the North and South had died at Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Fourscore and 7 years ago, our forefathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. For the brave men living and dead who struggled here have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note or long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion, that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, and that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, and for the people shall not perish from the earth.
Originally known as Decoration Day, today Memorial Day is an American holiday observed on the last day of May, honoring the men and the women who died while serving in the U.S. military. Memorial Day 2021 will occur on Monday, May 31. God bless America, the land of the brave, so that we may be